This conference will now be recorded.
Hello. Just give me 1 minute, team. I think I logged in two accounts. Seems to be. Let me close one. It is not allowing me to do any other things. Now I'm joined. Instructor, can you give me access? Hello. Is it audible my voice?
Yeah, yes, you are audible, sir.
Okay, thank you. Instructor, can you give me other account? I'm requesting. Oh my God, how to take? Hello. Can you give me access where you see the voice? Hello. Okay, thank you. Okay. Yesterday, we had connected to the Salesforce. Connection is established. I think so. Oh, no, no, it is not established. Let me check now. Till it is loading the metadata. Just let wait for 2 minutes. And in the meantime, let me change the processing speed. Okay, in the meantime, let me discuss about other concepts which we are planning for today. Okay, those are, if you choose the core elements, okay, so there are set variable. Set variable is nothing but a in-memory temporary location. Okay, so this set variable will store the data. Okay, it will store the data on temporary location. Okay, this whatever it was stored on this set variable, it will available on that particular flow only. For example, if you have different flows, okay, that is a flow, this is a flow 1 and this is a flow 2. Okay, flow 1 and this is for the flow 2, and whatever the variable which you created in this flow, if you're trying to access from this flow, then it won't be available. Okay, so in that case, if you have a flow reference, for example, if there is any connection in between these two flows, okay, for example, there is a flow reference. If that flow reference, if you use it to call this particular flow, okay, then it will be the variable whatever you created over here, it will be available on this place. Okay, so that is the thing. And once you save the variable, once you store the variable data in a variable, you need to clean up the data once your job is completed. Okay, for that reason you are going to use the remove variable. Okay, and that is the one we discussed about the flow reference. Where is the flow reference? Somewhere here in the top, I think so. Okay, and the set payload. Okay, for example, each and every message processor overwrites the previous message. So to retrieve, to take the data of the previous message, you will use a set payload or current message also. What is the meaning of set payload is, you are changing the payload, you are changing the info which is required to the next message processor. Okay, for example, from here, if you are getting as 100 records, okay, you can use a set payload to set the 10 records only. Okay, either you can use a set payload or also you can use the same transform message. Okay, if it is a heavyweight champion, I mean say a huge set of data if you want to process, then most of the people will use the transform message. Okay, if it is not huge set of data, then it is only 1 to 2 records, then you can use the set payload. So maybe in going forward, this set payload is going to be you can say deprecated, but at this moment of time it is going still using VR. Okay, later point of time we will see. Okay, so I hope you understand the 4 elements, the 4 message processors as part of this today's training. Anyone any has any doubts?
Shriram,
Yeah, please go ahead.
so you're saying the scope of those variables would be just in the task flows, right?
Yes, in the only particular flow, wherever you created.
Okay. I mean, if we give a flow reference, so that value, those are two separate task flows, right? Like from this MuleSoft new flow, if we create another flow as a flow reference, so that variable can also be accessed in the new task flow. The
Absolutely, you're right. Absolutely, you're right.
so the scope of it is in that in this workspace, like MuleSoft new wherever we're trying to create. Is
Yes,
that
wherever you can see, wherever you can access, wherever you can, the flow will go, wherever it has a reference.
Okay.
So
Okay.
wherever you create that variable, in that particular flow, wherever it has the references, all the places you can access that.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
Okay. Now, in the real-time team, the external ID is nothing but a unique name. The combination or this external ID field name will be created by the Salesforce team. We don't know the combination they can use, and they will create a unique ID. So in our case, just we are using the ID. Okay. So here, the main thing is, as I told you yesterday, upset what it will do, either it will create a record or it will update the record on basis of external ID or field name. Okay, and that is the one. Okay, this is the table name or object name on the Salesforce. Okay, now let me tell you. Okay, first let me run this one. Okay, I want to show you the problem. Then for the problem we will use the solution. Okay, debug as. So why we are using the debugging? Always, if you are a developer, always you need to use the debugging mode only. Okay.
Yeah, just to inspect the logs where what's happening.
Yeah, what's happening, or if you do not, if you are uncertain on that particular message process, what is happening? Okay, in that case you can, in that case also you can use. And mostly I will use to write the code. Okay, because I don't know how to write the code. When I see the result, then based on that I will change the code accordingly. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it is deployed now. Now we know the address to trigger this flow. Okay, so the address is test localhost 8081 test/test, right? So let's use it. Test and test. Okay, click on send button. Now I will receive a request. Okay, now I know. So if you observe over here, each and every initially payload is empty, right? Initially payload is empty. Now I'm moving ahead. Now the payload is overridden by the eBay payload, the requested information. Why? Because event is generated and mule message is created. Okay. Now, once it is reaches to the Salesforce, okay, each and every stage it is overriding. Okay. So in that case, what should we do? But we need the original information. Okay. What should we do now? So there is, we need the eBay data, but what is the at the end after the bulk insert we got the this result. So if I want the eBay data, what should I have to do?
You can just remove that bulk insert and then just try to insert into the Salesforce.
No, but we need to do both.
Oh, you need to do parallel. You need to then split the message. Parallelly, it has to go to both the database and Salesforce.
Okay. Okay.
We can use a for each to insert into a set payload, and then we can insert this data into upsert.
Absolutely, you are right. Absolutely, you are right. Okay. So either Hanu, whatever you said also is correct. Okay. Why? Because if you use the parallel processing, yes, you can do that. Okay. But the problem over there is if there is anything is failed, okay, so you don't know. I mean to say yes, that one also is feasible. I will tell you later point after. Just now I'm going to use the sequential manner. Okay. So I want to show you the problem. That's why I'm giving like this. Okay. So to recover the data, we need to store first initially the original data from here. Okay. To store the data in temporary location, you can use the set variable. Okay. In a set variable level, you can give the name saying that eBay original data and what value you want to store. If you are in the debugging mode, you will come to know that. If do you like to save entire information, whatever it is coming here, then you can use the payload. Okay, entire information. I would say message payload. Okay, if you have part of that, if you want to store, then you need to use the data view level selector statements. Okay, dots, stars, and dot like that. Okay, we will discuss those things once we are comfortable with the initial programming. Okay, now we stored the temporary data in this location. Now which one I need to use to take out? I need to pass to the upsert. I need to pass to the Salesforce.
You should use payload, set payload.
Right. Is there any alternative? So either you can use the transform message also. Okay. In the transform message also, okay, you have the variable data. It is showing over here, right? It is showing over here, right? So you can use the same thing. You can just transform to the JSON. Okay. And you can say that variables, come on, vars dot, this is the one. Either you can use this one or only take out this line. Okay, put it over here. Okay, you can put it over here. So
We
here
should
also the
use
same.
both of them.
Go ahead.
Should we use both transform message and set payload? Both we have to use?
No, only either by one. Just I'm giving an example.
Oh.
Either by case you can use it. Okay, either by case, either one. Okay, so now even without using that also we can perform the activities. Okay, you can use the after that we have the original JSON data. Now we have the original JSON data. Now what we need to do? Now what we need to do? We need to transform into the sales understandable format. Is that right?
Yeah, we need to map it to the S object.
Why? Now you can use the transform message. Okay, so in the transform message, it is automatically identified metadata of the Salesforce account object, right? But if you, as I told you, either you can use a set payload. If you do not use a set payload, okay, if you use a set payload, also you need to define the metadata over here, right? Define the metadata eBay response, okay, which we have created. If you do not want to use the set payload, you have already variables. Okay, this variable data also you can use it. Set payload, you can take the data from that variables. Okay, either you can drag and drop objects over here, values from here. Okay, title to For example, the username, where is the username? Seller information over here. Username, I'm going to make it as name. Okay. Now what you understand is either from the variables you can generate the mapping, or also from the payload also you can generate the mapping. Okay. So if you do not, now if you decided I don't want the set payload, you can remove it. No one will question you, right? Either way case, we are good now. We don't need to worry about it, right? We have the data. Now we have in the variable section. Okay. Now did you clear? Do we need to use the set payload or not?
No need. I think we need to use transform message only is the optimum way of using it. I think so.
Absolutely, you are right. You're right. Okay. Your small messages, you don't need to worry about the transform message. Just use the set payload.
So
Okay.
one set variable you took before the transfer message. So
Yep.
can we just use that variable and map it in the transfer
That's
message
what we are
directly?
using now. That's what we use
Okay.
over here.
I saw
You
another
can see
set
the
variable.
variable.
Okay.
Okay. Just now I drag and drop from here only.
Okay.
Right. Even it is taking the data from the variables only. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's generate the whole mapping. Okay. I'm intentionally I will make it fail. Okay. I will change the code accordingly. Okay. So that you will understand what kind of problems you may face. Okay. So name I'm done. Okay. And what else? Price. We don't have any price related details over here. I think shipping details we have. Item location side, item city, item postal code. I'm mapping over here. Shipping postal code. Okay. Country. Where is the country? Yeah, billing country I'm updating. Okay, I'm making only these three. Let's identify, is there, will it show any problem or not? Okay, I think it has to show. Let's see. Okay, I'm done my changes. Okay, let me save these changes. And first before you are going to save the changes, first you need to come out of your debugging mode. Okay, click on save. Okay, now save the changes, then it will redeploy your application. It is redeploying now. Okay, click on send button. So now I know everything is working fine. So I don't need to inspect on each and every message processor. Okay, click on the just a big arrow, this one. It will directly move, directly completes, it will directly stops wherever it sees the next debugging point. Okay, so here we don't have any debugging point, that's why it will enter everything, it will be get completed. Okay, let's see now, do we get the result or not? Once it is completed, then you will come to know that it is completed. Okay, now it is completed. Now we got the result as batch info. Okay, so this bulk upsert, it won't tell you the records are successfully inserted or not. Okay, just it will give you the batch information. After that, you need to use the batch info to get the batch result. Okay, so either you can use the where is that get, you can use the batch result by passing the batch info. Okay, you will get the result. Okay, either that one you can do that. Okay, or what you have to do is, one minute. So oh sorry, I'm not able to share your screen. My screen, I think it's lost. Okay, now you have you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now we have a Salesforce account. Salesforce account is, my credentials are, this is the one. Okay. Mm, okay, let me log in. I think this is the one. I think so. Oh no, wrong. Okay. Hello. Let me use my Salesforce developer account. Remind me later. Okay. Now, once you landed up on this page, scroll down to the end of the screen. Okay. There you will see the jobs. Okay. So here you can see the bulk data load jobs. Okay. Click on it. Now, if you observe, it is inserted the account object which is performed all the records successful. Sorry, unfortunately, I didn't show the problem. I thought to show you some, you may face the problem, some mandatory fields are missing. So try with lead account. Okay, lead account, you may face the problems. Okay, so here, this is the job ID. If you observe over here, the job ID is matches. Okay, you can observe here. Just don't consider the last 4 characters. Okay, so everything is same. CKE GX, no, GX TL1. Okay, job ID, you can match it. Okay, right, this is the one. Okay, now you can click on it for a particular one. Now as a result, it will show you request, what is the request and what is the result. So you can click on the request. This is the values which we pass to the account object. Okay, so for this result, what it is saying is, as a result, it is saying that success equal to true, created equal to true, which it means success means which is updated. Okay, created means the record is created because the record is not found. Okay, if the created equal to false, success equal to true, which it means record is updated properly. Okay, so this is the one thing. Okay, one way. So now you want to see the result, right? So just now we see the result means where it is updated exactly. Okay, so now for that you can click on this plus button. Okay, there are a number of ways. Okay, customize my tabs, choose the accounts, click on to right side, choose the save, then it will be added to your top ribbon. Okay, click on it. Okay, and recently created, click on it. Okay, these are the records which are recently created. Okay, loop mobile, this is the one which we created just now. Okay, if you click on it, then you can see the entire result over here. Okay, we update only billing address and shipping address only, right? Now the other way is, go to your name, choose the developer console. And this is one more way, and there is one more way, but I don't have the particular software with me. Okay, if you install the software, by clicking on the object itself, it will show you the entire result, like a database connector, like a MySQL developer console. Okay, so if you want to see the result, click on the query editor over here. Okay, use the select, okay, name from accounts. Okay, it is almost similar to database queries, but the problem is you are not going to use a star over here. Okay, or maybe just only star won't work, to be frank to say. You have to select only the column name specifically. Okay, team. So this is the account, and this is the detail, this is the records which we inserted just now. This is a loop mobile, right? Okay, any other questions, team? You can use the shipping address, whatever it is. The name, if you want the names, then you have to go to the click on this one, view the fields. Okay, these are the field column names you need to provide, field names. Okay, so if you provide the field names, then it will work as you expect. I'm saying in the query level. Okay, name, account number, for example. Let me take the account number. Oh, I deleted it. Okay, you need to use in your query. Okay, query editor. Where is the previous queries? Okay, comma account number from accounts. Okay, now you can see the result, right? Right, team?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Now the challenge over here is now the other problem over here is I can reuse I'm able to reuse the data again and again and again, right? So why can't I use a reuse? Why can't I move some other flows so that anyone can access it, right? Is that okay?
Yeah.
We can reuse it, right? Any number of times we can reuse it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, so the Salesforce data I'm going to reuse. Right click and choose both. Sorry. Select this one and this one. I don't know, but okay. I think both are not allowing me to select. So what I'm going to do is right click over here and extract to a subflow. Okay, extract to subflow and give the name as Salesforce account upset. Okay, that's it. So and move this part to this place as well. Okay, now we have this one. Now it will automatically call the particular subflow. Now I'm going to create for the database as well. So for the database also both I'm selected, choose the extract to separate flow instead of subflow, I'm extracting yes now a normal private flow. Okay, this is called database. Okay, bulk insert. Now if you observe, automatically flow references are creating, right?
Yeah.
We agree. So the flow reference is nothing but a sequential manner. Just it will take, once it is request is received, then the controller will go to the particular flow based on the flow reference name, the name of this one. Okay, name of this one. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this one as well. Okay, so I'm going to take it out. Okay, just I'm going to take it out. Okay, I think it's not allowing me.
It should allow request.
Extract to separate flow. So eBay request. Okay, so just take it out, this one to logger to this place, and add one more logger over there. Okay, now we have all these things, team, right? We created a little bit simplest flows, right? So
Yeah.
for these are all, you can add the loggers for each and every one, so that it will show you as a big. Okay, okay, now we are almost all good. And what else I can do? Let me, can I take out this logger? Yeah, let me take out this logger to this place so that I can show you the problems, sorry, the way it will, the set variables will work. Okay, so now we are good now. And what else? Okay, just let me add one more logger over here in between. Okay, now can I call these flows from the external call, external other flows? The purpose to create subflows or private flows is
reuse.
right, reusability purpose. So for reusability purpose, not only you can call from this flow, this is called main flow, you can also call any flows, okay, from other files also. You can create one more file, from that file also you can create these things, you can call these things. Okay, that is the advantage. Okay, now we are good. Let me put the debugging point over here. Okay, so let's see. Let me call the send request. Now we receive the request. Now variables is empty. Okay, now go ahead. Now did you observe, it is reached to the flow reference, from immediately it was jumped to the this flow. Why? Because as I mentioned you, this flow reference, the control, once it reaches the flow reference, the flow reference will give the control to the other flows. Okay, because based on the flow name. Okay, okay, now the variable is going to create over here. Now did you observe over here, now the variable also has the data. Okay, this one also has the data. Okay, and flow reference also, the other way to create the variable by using this way. Okay, by using this way also you can create the variables. The output of this flow will become as a variable output. Okay, you can give it like that eBay flow level output. Okay, just I'm giving. Okay, after that there is one more way also there. Wherever you get the request, HTTP connector level also you can do that. Okay, here you can do that. Here also eBay original data response. Okay, so now what will happen? So can we remove this one now? Huh? Can we remove this variable?
No, we should have the variable.
Okay, why?
Because it is storing the data which is coming from eBay request and transferring that to database.
Okay, but here also we are creating the same data, right? We are also giving a variable, creating a variable with the same data, so that we can eliminate one message processor, right?
Yeah, can eliminate.
Right. So sometimes this is the best choice. Some places the one removing the variable is the best choice. Why? Because if you are override, for example, you need the output to the next message processor. Okay, let me tell you. Let me show you the problem, then you will understand. Okay. I think it is completed. Okay, it's completed now. Let me save the changes. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, let me send a request again. Okay. Okay, so let me send a request. Okay, so still payload is empty. Just remember this point here. Payload is empty. Okay, I'm clicking next. Did you observe anything over here? Where is the output of this one? Normally output has to come, right? The output went to the variable. Okay, output went to the variable. Okay, in any case, in your time, if you want the previous result, if you do not original payload, if you do not want to modify, okay, the result, the execution result, if you want to store in a variable, then it will carry forward it. Now the set variable, whatever you are going to save, it won't be available. It will empty. Okay, it will be empty. Now the set variable, if you observe, it is created only one variable, that is the sorry, where is the variable? One minute. Where is the output? It has this one. This one, okay, it won't create a variable, that I understand. This one I created a variable. What is the name I given over there? eBay original response. Original response. Okay. I think something went wrong. The problem over there is it is not transferring the data. That is the reason the variables are not carry forwarding to the next. Okay, because from here there is no flow reference, that's why. Okay, but we are calling from here, but that's what I'm expecting. It should not, it is not there. This is so strange.
Sriram, is there an error message on the set variable? There is somewhere.
Yeah, that is it is empty. It is coming there. Maybe let me delete this one. Let me see. We'll see now. And remove the variable from here also. Let me complete it. Okay, save the changes and we'll see now. Yeah, now it has the variable. Yep. Maybe that is the reason, because of the error message. It is not work as we expected. Okay, team. Now are we good?
Okay.
Right. Now we can remove the variables as well. Okay. Initially we remove the set payload. Now we remove the set variable. Okay. Now that is good. And we discussed about the flow level variable also. Okay, this one is failing. Why? Okay, it doesn't have the payload. Okay, either you can use that from the variable section. Okay, why it is not has the variable data?
I think last time that variable has underscore data. I mean, right now it's underscore results res, but last time it was data. I mean,
Yeah, maybe let me go line by line. Let me execute it. It doesn't have the payload, that's why it is giving the error message, that I can understand. But where is the payload information? The name of that? We need to alter the code accordingly. Okay, done. The name of this one is original response. Okay, and let me take a copy expression. Okay, and go to this place and modify over here. Okay, in this place we need to modify because the payload is empty. Okay, now the payload is empty. That's the reason. Oh, sorry, just a minute. Instead of payload, we are taking the data from the variables. Okay, and now let's see. Next time it has to be successful. Okay, and in this place also we need to change accordingly. Okay, now let it complete. It will fail. And save the changes. Let me send the request again. Okay, now we have proper data. It was properly transformed into desired format. Okay, it will work as we expected all the times. Now it will work. Okay, that's all about this one team. Now we learned about the flow references, variables, and database Salesforce execution and all. And tomorrow I'm going to show you one more problem, and I will solve that by using the VM and JMS and asynchronous scope and caching mechanism. Okay, maybe tomorrow we will discuss about the asynchronous scope and caching mechanism. Okay, and I will try my level best to add VM as well. Okay, there is a problem over here again, this one. So based on the situation you need to use team. Okay, I'm giving the problems only, that is up to totally real time. Based on the situation you need to use it. Okay, clear?
Sriram, I have a small, I want to know, in logs, can we keep checkpoints to verify when we are really real time, when we are running the project, to know where the error is coming and why it is coming, like a Java project?
Like, absolutely, you're right. Okay, here I'm not giving any info. That's the reason it will print entire information on the console. Okay, if you give some information and if you set the level and the category, then accordingly it will work as is in the Java.
Okay.
Okay, okay, that's all from my side, team. And Srikanth, I will share you the recordings right after this. Just now I got the confirmation. Just now I got the access from the team. Okay, and
You can share it
Kumar
to
as
me
well,
also.
Kishore as well,
Yeah, thank you, sir.
and Raj. Are you from my side or Kumar? Rajshekhar, are you there or Kumar? Kumar, are you from my side? Hmm? Okay. So Raj, okay, you are from the career IT, right?
Yeah, Sriram, I'm from Credit.
Okay, thanks a lot, bro. Okay, we'll meet you on tomorrow, bro. Okay, tomorrow.
Tomorrow means Monday, right?
Today is Friday. Yeah, then Monday, bro. Yes.
Okay, Srikanth. Thank you.
Thank you.